The views expressed on this program are those of the host and guests and not the views of this radio station.
You, and you thought we was going away. Nah, it's Speak Out.
But let me just reverse a bit and say good morning to the listeners of Vibes. Welcome to the program.
If I stay within my setting as a public officer, as the public relations officer, and I stay just within the office space and do not go out to the public, how will we understand what is happening on the ground?
Still delivering.
We've done a lot, not just in terms of the general infrastructure, but homes, support to farmers, support to fishermen, etc. And as time goes by, more support will be given to Carriacou and Petit-Matney.
It's Speak Out Unfiltered. Built back, even better to last.
Let us all strive to build a better country by putting aside our petty grievances and move forward with dignity, being proud of working hard and working together.
Anything that we're doing now, it's futuristic thinking. It's not for the now.
Education is the key in a country's development. That's it. If its people are not developed,
Even though go that far, no? Just remember knowledge is power. When you know, you know.
that's it.
It's Speak Out Unfiltered.
We're happy to have you.
On Vibes 101.3 and 106.3 FM every Thursday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Do you feel the vibes? Going.
Of course, we're feeling the vibes right here on Vibes FM, and it's going. You thought we were gone? No, we are not going anywhere. In the meantime, I want to remind you the program is Speak Out Unfiltered. A little bit late today, we suffered some technical difficulties that we had to do some work in the studio to make sure that we're able to reach you wherever your comfort zone is. And I want to apologize for the late start and the inconvenience, but that's the way it goes sometimes, We got to do what we got to do. And we're glad that you stayed with us because I'm looking right now, our listeners on Facebook already lined up. Those of you on the internet already lined up. Those of you at home already locking it down, and you've been calling and trying to find out exactly what's happening. If you're going to enjoy, if you're going to participate, if you're going to hear your favorite program today, well, it's on and it's live, okay? And the same format applies all the time. You can always call us, and express your views and your concerns. And our telephone numbers to do so are 403-0101, 403-0101, 443-0101, 443-0101, and 538-1914, 538-1914. So you can tell your friends that we're on a little bit late, but we're going to get things going because it's a weekend where we're going to be celebrating a lot of things, It's Emancipation Day, and in Carriacou in particular, there's big activities that will be taking place as we go through the end of the week, celebrating our emancipation, and also our regatta weekend festival, which normally is held on this weekend. And we're going to have some racing. We have people coming all the way from Bequia, Mairo, Canawan, Tobago, Grenada, Petit-Matney, Carriacou, the entire region coming around to participate and to show the presence and appreciation as well. So speaking about that, let me go over to you first of all. I'm going to leave Leo there to take a rest.
Well, I wonder why you're leaving me last for the night. I give in.
Yeah.
Well, it's always nice to be back, and of course, we have had this challenge, and challenges are good at times. It brings out the best in you, even things that you don't even know. It causes you to know.
Yeah.
Because you would be digging and searching and so on. But not having said that, though, I think I really, when I saw what was happening, I really said to myself, boy, wow, I really would like to say a couple things this morning and give people the opportunity to, or give myself an opportunity to hear how they're thinking and what their plans are like for this weekend. It's a big weekend for Sir, not only for Sir Leo as the regatta enthusiasts, but of course it's a big weekend because we have friends from not just mainland Grenada or just in Petit-Matney, but we have friends from Tobago. I spoke to some friends in Tobago, and I said, "Are you aware that a crew is coming down to Carriacou?" And I said, "Yeah, I might even be on it." So it is building up, yeah.
It is.
And I look forward to it, and let's talk about it.
Well, definitely we're going to be speaking about that. But let me so Leo, good morning. What's up? Tell me.
Well, firstly, let me change your name from My Redeemer to Our Redeemer.
Yeah.
And I'd like to explain to my colleague here, you always are asked to speak first because I'm a better bowler than I'm a batsman. So you have to do the opening.
Okay, I get it. Thank you.
So good morning to the listeners of Vibes FM, wherever you are. Welcome to the program. Little late, but better late than never.
Oh, definitely, And I'll tell you something, I'm very excited, and people have been speaking to over the last week plus, been even more excited just as much as I am, because we into the Emancipation weekend. And what has transpired is that, as you realize now, the date has been officially changed for the celebration. Whenever it's the 1st of August, that's going to be Emancipation Day. But we are blessed when it's changed for the first time to have it on a weekend. Just imagine that.
Yes,
so you can get the 3 days.
yes.
We still get the 3 days that we normally used to get,
Yes. And I'm telling you something, a lot of people seeing Monday is
Yeah.
that Monday is going to be a holiday,
Yeah.
Not if they come to work, they come and want to sleep. So in essence, it's a holiday.
Yes.
But it's very interesting though that it fell to start
Yeah.
on a weekend.
Yes.
And now we got the 3 days, you just advance one forward. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday instead of Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Yeah.
So whatever the people usually do on Emancipation weekend, it all will be taking place in the same, kind of arena, so which is nice.
I like that. I liked what you just say. Emancipation weekend. We shouldn't be seeing each other day. Emancipation Day. A whole weekend of activities, because Emancipation is really big. We can't just give it a day and say we're celebrating it. In fact, it should be a whole month. But however,
What's up? You read my mind.
So I think it's good. You know what I like again about this year's observance of Emancipation Day is that we are entering Emancipation Day, celebrating it with the understanding that we are now pledging allegiance to Grenada. That's when it begins. That's when it comes into effect.
Right.
Emancipation Day itself.
Right. Yeah.
So we are, it's telling me that we are growing, Sir Leo. It's growing. We are growing. We aren't staying in the same place all the time. It used to be so, yes, but now we are understanding the importance of even our own selves. So we beginning this oath of allegiance concept on Emancipation Day, because allegiance is about dumb people up there. So I'm saying that is kind of important as well. So everything is working.
Mary, last night picked up the printed T-shirts for the occasion.
Yeah, okay.
And looking at the color, and it sent a few messages to my head. And it baffles me, though, that people who say they like regatta and they like sailing, doesn't matter who. If you like sailing, you like sailing. If you like regatta, you like regatta.
Yeah.
But we'll leave the negatives for another time. And we'll address it in the right time.
But I want to leave the negative. Are there supposed to be negative in that?
You see, human being is of that nature, that they always find some criticism, some negative things to say.
But not only that, regatta cancer.
Yeah.
Having no regatta this year. Couldn't it be done? And if you're not able to do it, but they're both racing in Hillsborough Harbor. He said, well, we're not doing the usual thing this year. But
because you see what has transpired. Now, what has transpired since the passing of Burial I mean, the devastation, the destruction, and everything like that was made to both land and sea, crafts and everything like that. It's going to take a while,
A long time.
a long time for us to come back. And, things wouldn't come back to normalcy just like with the wink of an eye, like you got a magical one. Because I was just telling a couple of friends a couple of days ago, I said, listen, since I've been in business, and it's almost going to 30 years now, it took me that long to come to this point where I was pretty much comfortable in my operations, right? In a matter of less than 3 hours, everything was destroyed. And then now I expect everything to come back in like a year. I mean, I was wasting 29 years.
In a tenth. 1/10.
No. But what is happening now is that sometimes there's excitement, and you're so used to your normal way of operations that it's kind of hard to expect. But a little patient, because I said, it's going to take some time, so let's take our time and do it better, because what happened, we didn't expect it. And now, that is one of the reasons the regatta is not being able to be staged in a normal way. But when you hear the negative come in and say, regatta cancel, I mean, that bothered me. I'll be honest with you, Soli. It really bothered me.
Yeah.
That's a statement that should never be made by we here, especially in Carriacou, after 65 years.
I mean, the word cancel ought not to have been mentioned, because a lot of people, some people I've spoken with, and they said, I hear it, we're going to cancel. I say, why say cancel? No, it's different this year because of, we all understand what really happened here. But we are having sailing. We are going to be competing with our colleagues and comrades from Bakeway, and I understand some people are coming up to sail. Unfortunately, though, I'm saying that because I've been following what Sir Leo been saying. Unfortunately, we do not have enough boats on island here in Carriacou to take part because of what Beryl did. So I always find it uncomfortable listening that word canceling. We gotta cancel. So I hear we gotta cancel. I mean, I think, as you just said, that if you are an enthusiast, if you are an enthusiast, a regatta enthusiast, a sailing enthusiast from since 1965 up to 2025, come on. I mean, there will be sailing.
60 years.
Yeah,
60.
60, yeah. And what happened to Solio, as you very well know too, that the sort of relationships that were established and brewed over the years is sort of bearing fruit now. You can feel it. Because the support that we're getting when we're not able to do what we normally would do, people are saying, hold on a minute, I'm going to come and hold your hand, I'm going to come and be with you, I'm going to, and that's commendable.
But it also teaches a lesson. I mean, we one Caribbean, we almost have similar cultural experience. The weather is the same all over the Caribbean. Yeah, so we do have to remember that we are one and we are part of each other. How nice it would be if some other island have the same experience. We'll go there and support them. We'll say no, you cancel. No, come on, man. I really don't like the approach that we taking towards this whole festival.
But it confirms to me. It confirms to me, and after this regatta, there's going to be a postmortem, and for the life of me, for somebody who's dedicated just about 60 years of my life towards this Carriacou regatta, and then there are those who I will have to refer to as imposters. You can't tell me you like regatta and boat sailing and you mention the fact that there is going to be a boat race in Hillsborough.
Yeah.
If you're a lover of a regatta enthusiast, you should make mention of that. Nobody's going to run in a way of taking anything from you. But that is the sadness of what we're experiencing in Carriacou. And one of the things we ought to do, stop the nonsense, take the gloves off, and call them out for it. But I'll do so in the right time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I'll do so in the right time.
We do have to catch up. We do have to catch up ourselves and think about this whole reality, whether or not we really want to promote it, we want to participate in it, whether we want to, we can't allow it to die
Well-
just because of what? Of what?
Well, it's on life support, eh? It's in intensive care. And if you don't call in the right caretaker, goodbye, Charlie. Regatta is in intensive care. And it confirms to me after I look at what's going around in Little Carriacou. I have no doubt in my mind that it has a very slim chance of surviving. The blood transfusion and the care that it needs, I don't see it on the horizon.
If somebody is sick, you can't say, well, let me call Lackway.
No.
You gotta call the hospital. You gotta call a medical,
Wow.
practitioner.
Wow.
And so for this to recover, we can't call Lacwa. You gotta call the surgeon.
Well, I'll tell you, in my view, Solio, and I think what is going to be taking place here this weekend in Carriacou is things that we should acknowledge, appreciate, and welcome open arms. Because if we try to fill a gap, what's going to happen? I mean, just imagine a weekend celebrating 60 years, the event, and then all of a sudden, nothing. But you have taken the initiative to see if you could fill the void and make Carriacou still stay relevant in the aspect of racing, which we know we have. We always say the best racing takes place in our area. We have the water. We have it all. Everything. So it's just a matter of now us trying to see if we could keep that alive and start building back, because we know the building back will take time. But we getting the help from our friends and colleagues to help us, which is good. Because,
I looked at the devastation that was done by Bearer, and like it or not, I'm looking at all the roofs that are gone. But the back of my mind, the boats that are gone too,
yeah.
And it was made to me abundantly clear that the guys who are there annually sailing, there was devastation throughout. I mean, somebody like Vincent Patrice with 3 boats, all 3 damaged.
Yeah.
Some irreparable, and you have one that's not that severe, but again, when you lose a mast and this type of stuff, it's very difficult to work with.
So
Windward Pride, no. One of the oldest ones, and I would say arguably the best boat out of Carriacou, foot for foot, Maristella, totally destroyed. So you realize that to have something coming from that end, the sloop's end, is going to be difficult to do.
Definitely.
So
yeah,
you feel that you could do something to fill in, and people are critical of you. But let's do it positive. This year is going to be a bumper year. I can tell you that much.
Well, I already feel it,
Yeah.
And the number of calls I've been getting from people in the region, Western region, our neighbors and everything like that. You feel that, they are ready to make a contribution in whatever way and come to Carriacou and enjoy and we have it.
Look, when you hear the guys from my road, we could come and say, of course, you're coming to sail, you're coming for Leo, you're coming to sail in Carriacou, which is the usual. And a few things that are happening that at some point in time I'll have to speak about. Today is not the time for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because people who are in authority must try to, facilitate. Facilitate, because after all, it's good for all of us. Not Leo thing, And the only way Leo thing that's after 60 years and doing the same position all the while. I said, this year I'm hoping it's going to be my retirement party. Also, didn't mention it, but to me,
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen. I'm actively sailing, but that wouldn't tell you that I want to see a boat sail. And if I get a chance to go in a boat, I go in a boat because that's what I love. But to say to
I
take
mean, I can sometimes say it's in the DNA.
the DNA can help
You
you.
can't help it.
Talking about that, always Tyler going boy.
Well,
I've been thinking about the Tyler all a long time.
Skylar, yeah. Well, I would tell you something, boy. But you know, one thing with Carriacou, delegating in Carriacou means doing it yourself. don't do delegating. But a lot of the guys in the sailing world, they've been helpful. They've been assisting with the Benson and so on and so forth. Everybody throwing a hand in, which is good, and for the festival. So I'm consoled by that. But I really just can't see myself at this stage. I think I should give the rest of my time to my grandchildren.
Okay, well, we could understand that. You know,
Yes.
I mean, that's life, eh?
Mm-hmm.
You have given all of it to Carriacou.
Too much of it.
All right.
much of
So tell us now. Let's get into a little bit of a history, as we know this weekend the Collins Memorial Challenge would be featured. You know?
Featured, yes.
And that is so nice. You know, to know that one who has made a contribution and left us so soon.
Yeah.
We still didn't forget, and we still want to remember.
Can't forget.
No, because.
Can't forget those are the people responsible for what we're enjoying, and his contribution was not a small one, because I remember telling you guys that Bekwe, the island of Bekwe, has been the Mecca for the sailing festival. Actually, when Linton Rig started in Carriacou, Bekwe didn't have such a festival. But I would tell you, in the long open boat, the first was from Bekwe,
Yeah.
In the B class, the first was from Bekwe,
Yes, yes.
And we're talking about Invisible and Country Girl
Right.
back in 1965. So that means Bekwe and Canoan and Myro, all the guys are down here in full force. And if we want to have anything with a semblance of any kind of a regatta, that's the way we have to go. We can't be insular. We have to cater for the region, otherwise forget it. It'll die. So, these things, and when you see you have all these islands participating, and of course, it brings about a friendly duel, a friendly
rivalry.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, Bekwe, as I mentioned too many times before, want to retain the title, rightfully so. And anytime somebody has Carriacou challenging, they punching harder. Yeah. So when you had
you can't believe them.
Yes, man. And so when you had a Skylar would come about and not only do well in Carriacou, but go home and beat you.
Yes.
You have a good advantage and not a flog you anyway.
Yes.
So that's a no. That brings about eagerness that is good for the festival, a spirit. The effort would be there. So and Colin, by a long margin, was responsible for that type of a feeling and that sentiment that we're talking about. So by his not just talking the talk, but actually walking the walk as far as building boats and expending monies for those boats, because they're not cheap, eh?
Oh, definitely, we know that.
They're not cheap, and he must be commended for that. And I know he wanted so much to be back on the good foot again, to do some more sailing with Skylar, and unfortunately he passed. And there's a young man who has been very dear to my heart.
Yeah, I know that, because you have a relationship over the years.
What?
I mean, he was like basically a son, you could
I tell you the gratitude that exists with this fellow.
But the thing about him too, the skill.
Yeah. Scarce commodity nowadays.
Yeah.
Because, You could put your pot on the fire and call Colin and tell him, well, out the stove. You don't have to worry about that.
and besides the skill, he had this interest in that, in like a passion.
Yeah.
He would sit there and look at, diagrams, maybe ideas in the head.
Yes.
pencil it out, put it together, and see how it's going to go. And in many instances, it worked.
Yes. I
think it's good that you took up the mantle, you know.
Wow. My circle would have been incomplete
Yeah.
if I didn't do that, because sometimes when people that are good to you, you remember them dead or alive. You know, it's not something you should throw away. And sometimes, again, we always talk about if you're not able to give the flowers while you're alive, then do it. But as far as we are concerned, he got his flowers from me in sound appreciation.
Yeah.
And it's something that the island and the country should be made aware of, and I hope that the younger ones will emulate that kind of doing that Colin did.
You know, talking about emulating, I think this is a good opportunity to document. We've always been talking here about documenting the boats and things, sailing and things, sailing and so on. Colin is definitely has to be in our history as far as that is concerned.
You see?
You know, and if we don't do it now, if you didn't take up that mantle, probably generations to come would never know that
Colin is.
Precisely. You know, and that's what we're talking about. Establishing our history, understanding who is who in sailing, who is who in regatta, who is who, you know, in this whole competitive state, from Tobago right up to Bikwe.
And you know, this I said to the guys, you know, this weekend we're sailing and we're enjoying sailing, and trust me, it's not about who winning this time around, you know. It's just about who taking part.
Right.
So participating.
Right.
And together, we're going to sail, we're going to eat and drink and just reminisce. And that is the whole essence of this weekend.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving. Appreciation. Somebody wants to. And because too often we commend, we condemn, but we don't commend.
Yeah.
And we should think of those who made something good and possible for us and remember them positively. So that's the whole idea of this coming weekend.
Something about racing, eh?
Yeah.
And that's because I've been around and listened to some of the
I wonder if it's the guys from Bikwe they're calling the boy and say we're coming down and I'm coming down to beat you up, you know.
And you hit it on the head?
Bikwe?
Yeah, I mean.
What?
So I'll get back to them. Yes.
But I was talking about racing in particular, boatmen. And when they go on the sea, it's to enjoy and to use the skill to the max, right? But boy, when they lose a race, they go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Run the race over in the head, run it on the sea, run it again, and see what they did wrong, if any wrong was done, or how they could improve, because they have to come back to beat you. And if they didn't beat you, they ain't satisfied.
Then giving up?
No.
Then giving up?
In so doing, I could remember first time it was on the occasional visit of the Queen to Grenada. And when they searched for talent throughout the state, they'd come to Carriacou for Big Drum. But of course, they encountered Dixie Stars. And Dixie Stars bands were tuned by the late Alan Jovey, somebody who was honored posthumously in Trinidad for his tuning skill. I mean, very few people could tune up as Alan.
Yeah.
And when they heard Dixie Stars, they said, no, this band, not only Big Drum, this band has to go. And so we went down there in small numbers, and we were invited to be part of a competition. There were 5 bands, we came 5th because our band not big. The pans are nicely tuned, but it was so small that we can put up with bands with them, Father Emmanuel and South Stars and these boys and women. What we call them? Oh boy, Shell Angel Haps and Wayside Symphony, and so we just had to settle for last. But Kima couldn't sleep when I come back, you know. You mad? We got ourselves permitted well, and those guys my guys who went to school didn't make me forget it.
They give you what?
Yes, boy, but I couldn't sleep until we go back and revenge, you know. Yeah, you're mad.
Go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, go back to
But,
the drawing
and that's the kind of thing that brings people together.
Mhm.
This friendly rivalry.
Yeah.
Look at you, you couldn't sleep.
Yep.
You couldn't sleep
I tell
because
you,
you're thinking about how the licks that that you get,
I tell this guy.
and you return
Mhm. So
to prove yourself.
because back then they were going to school in Grenada, boy. Anytime anything put into Carriacou, when they have primary school sports and Carriacou come down, well, absent for the day, I ain't going to school. So I jumping up, and those guys always just take me to task. And you're on this Carriacou thing. So when we got up, face well pump up with that punch we got in 65, he said, well, boy, didn't forget me.
Yeah. Every move you make.
Yeah, that was reminded. Yes, but again, in good spirit, eh?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
those are
Oh,
good
yeah, well,
friends.
yeah.
Rivalry, the friendly rivalry.
Yeah.
And it's necessary. I heard you always talk about. Oh, I also Kim. Yes, also speak about the what is the word again? The my goodness. When you're talking about people who bragging rights. Sorry.
Bragging rights.
Bragging rights. Bragging rights.
Yeah.
And it's like a trophy to you to brag.
I'm telling you,
You know?
and most notably, Billy from Tobago. If you lose in the boxing, and again you talk, God help if you win, but you can.
You know? So that kind of camaraderie among the people. And if you have if you want to get a certificate, you want to get a trophy, you want to get $1,000 million, whatever. Once you have bragging rights, you settle with that.
Yes.
I could speak.
Yes.
I beat you up.
Yes.
You know the kind of way.
Well, speaking about bragging rights, I remember one time seeing a race run, and they won the race, right? They bragged so much, they gave them a trophy. They didn't even want that, The trophy didn't really mean nothing.
No.
They could talk.
Yeah.
The both. They could tell you. And like I say, in many instances, I listen to them. I listen to boatmen in particular, how they run the race on the sand when they get back, because it's another race when they get back.
Yes. Oh, yes.
The one on the sea
yes.
is different.
Yeah.
The one on the land now to tell who tacked and who didn't go spout and who didn't do that in time and whatever. And it's always nice to see this kind of a dialogue taking place. And now that we have the Bakery contingent coming down now, and I mentioned Bakery a lot because I know they have a lot of the long open boats.
Yes.
And they dominate that category for a while.
Well, what we're contemplating is that we're going to join them part of the way, because they're racing from Bakery to Carriacou,
Yeah, that's the first race tomorrow.
Yes, when we was, and this guy say, well,
You got me down halfway?
yeah, not halfway, but probably by union somewhere there, because I put this on the Bakery. So we will have a united entrance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That would be nice.
Feel that already.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Skylar would be good, like a...
What?
yeah.
So those folks from Tobago, they'll be going to join them too, or they will not be up here as yet?
They won't be up here yet, because Tobago this year, and Tobago is building back what people refer to as the bomb boats, the long open boats that they refer to them as bomb boats, and that has taken a beating over the years too, and they're just getting back into it. But the guys are saying bomb boat or no bomb boat. They're coming down, it's 4 pirogues coming down,
Right, yeah.
They're coming down and they're jumping anybody to get to sail.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
You see,
because again,
sailing enthusiasts.
yes.
They don't mind. They just want to be on a boat.
Yes.
And I think, again, crews will be even collaborating and interacting with other for the first time.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you just want to get, wherever you get a seat.
Yeah, we're glad for it.
You're glad. It is nice, And I've been watching videos of some of the races taking place. And I always say, these boats impress me so much, especially built by our local craftsmen, Like they have engines. No, you watch those things. Listen, and they when they're sailing, if you like sailing and you like to look at this, on the water, it's a spectacle.
Yeah, those you see those long open boats, don't sell them short, because a few years ago, the yachties in Turtle Bay had a mini regatta And for the hell of it, they invited Glacier and Skylar.
Right, yeah.
Eh?
So
But
to brag now.
Bragg, Skylar abused those boats so much that one of the sailors, and I was so impressed with him, he said, "Boy, come on, show. Say you want to go and Captain Skylar. You want to really believe what you want to see, believe what he just saw." And he came and said, "Wow, boy, that is something else. This thing moves. The first, you know."
Yeah.
But you see, the sail area too, as vis-a-vis the whole size, you can't beat them easy.
No.
You can no. It's supposed to move.
Yeah.
They move. Especially in a draw, you can't catch up with them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
so you'll be going to bring them in.
Yes, go welcome them.
Welcome.
Wow. Do we have gun salutes? They are approaching. The whole of Clerico, wherever you are,
Yeah.
the gun goes out and they are approaching. They're right across there.
Yeah. But
Check it out.
I tell you, that was happening in Bekwe.
That would have been the place. Yeah.
Some less, you know. You should. I want everybody to experience it. How consumed the people of Bekwe are when it comes to boat racing or regatta. Everybody, little one, big one, lady, man, whether they giving their verdict. So we should go out now, talk, watch the tide, all this stuff. Yeah.
I think it's and it also creates that link and that connection between the islands. I mean, we may not have similar things in everything, but at least in sailing, this is a region of the Grenadines. Sailing is what we do. Sailing. I don't do when I say we, I mean the people. Carriacou. And there are a lot of sailing boats. There are people who really out there to enjoy it, to celebrate it. And of course, this year we have a greater reason to celebrate it and to enjoy it and to keep it going. Because, what did you say a while ago? It's on life support?
Yes, it's life support, very much so. And at this juncture, I'd like to, there are some people, and my good friend Robbie is one of them, who said, well, I know there is no cover for anything else, but I have to make a contribution. He's a very good friend of mine. Do whatever you want to that one. And yes,
Okay.
Robbie did, yes. So I said thank you on behalf of that and a couple of other folks who have done the same thing. And you see, because one thing I maintain, if the people, the regatta enthusiasts, not the Jupa enthusiasts, the regatta enthusiasts.
Jupa and regatta are two different things.
Two different things. If the sailors in particular don't take the bull by the horn and do for themselves what they like doing, nothing is moving forward. If you're going to sit back and wait, you see, because sometimes government and parties change and so on and so forth. And a succeeding administration may not necessarily be interested in what you're interested in. There goes your
passion.
Your passion.
Yeah.
So, for God's own sake, if you like it, do for self and do it. And don't ever tell yourself you can't afford it. You can't afford it. Wherever there's a will, there's a way. And it's good to have money, but it's better to have belly.
Every day. Yeah.
You could have the money and I don't have the belly.
You go from it, man. You go from it.
Yeah.
Once you have the belly and you could do for self and be independent, God bless you.
Do for self. Yeah.
So now, give us a sort of a rundown as to what the weekend is shaping up to be.
Okay. Well, Friday evening, of course, is that welcoming party. I decided.
Hold on. Before that, somebody just messaged me just now. I just forgot to do this. And they're saying, could we have an idea of what time the ETA, they're talking about the
It's estimated time of arrival.
Yes.
arrival of the boats on Bakery? Just an idea, because they want to
Yes.
The incoming.
Yes. As of now, we're looking at 4-5.
I thought so.
Things always change with the conditions and so on and so forth. But what we were saying to the guys were telling us, we'll let you know exactly when we cast off. And based on the weather conditions, we'll be able to give you a better idea as to when we're arriving. But as of now, we're looking at 4-ish, 5-ish.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
And we want to, and I would think that we would advise the people. There
Yes.
are a lot of people who looking out for it.
Yes, but
So
and
tell them, listener. I mean, we could announce that, hey, listen, them guys left
yes,
5 minutes ago,
Mhm.
and this is where they are.
yes,
And when you reach them, with that kind of connection, because people want to see, want to hear, want to know.
Mhm.
I want to see when that boat coming in. Boy.
The
Wow.
only good thing is that, I mean, not only good thing, but the better part of it is that Friday is a holiday.
Yeah.
So nobody had to go to work, nobody not at work. So, you might be a little more liberal with your time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah,
Yeah.
let that be that kind of excitement. People, I want to be there.
Yeah.
I want to be there.
Yeah.
You know?
So
So you talk about, so after now we bring them in.
Right.
After they come to Carriacou, then you have the welcoming party.
yes,
That's
but well, what we're planning to do is after a good long sail on the sea,
Mm.
something hot is good, eh?
Yeah.
So we will give them what we call a sea soup.
Sea soup.
Sea soup. Little lamb, little fish, and yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
To warm up the thing. No meat or thing, just fish.
Yes.
And seafood.
Seafood.
A seafood platter.
Yeah.
And then after that, the guys, if I know them well enough, there's always sleep for later, the partying first. So I know as they get there, as they put on, I think somebody will put on the suitcase, and we must have some good strong music playing there for them. So the Friday evening, lime starts.
Mhm.
Yes, some people go home and change, and the good thing is no work tomorrow, and there's no cover, so but just come and enjoy yourself.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just music there, so that
Yeah.
type of thing. And then, well, to the following day, Saturday, breakfast for the men, and then we're going to go sailing again. I mean, and this time around, the course that we've created, you'll never be out of sight of the boats in Hillsborough Harbour.
Okay.
There are times when we were going down all the way to Brothers behind Point System.
Yeah, you don't know what's
And
happening
you
back
have to,
there.
and
You have to wait till the fruit back and
Yes,
come
yeah.
back and
Yeah, so then so one of the boys will be just right in front of me.
Right.
So you've seen what's going on, the boat's going right in front of you.
Okay.
And then going down through a point inside Point System, and we're going to what we call a north to south tacking, and then nothing going past Sandy Island. Everything must be happening inside Leicester, inside Paradise, and so on and so forth.
Right.
So if you're along the beach, if you're in Paradise Bay, if you're in what we call it bathing house, what people call not footprints, you'll be seeing the boats right all throughout that, and they'll be going up towards Bogle.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
and before you get to Ansela Rush, or as you call it, Belfer, you turn around again and come back down in the harbour so people can see what's happening.
So is it like a 100-meter dash?
Yes.
What we used to have before was a marathon.
Well, it's not exactly a dash, because we'll be doing more than one lap.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
because if you
You'll
don't,
still make up the time for the
if
for
you
the
don't,
longer.
if you don't increase the laps, people must say, "Oh, that's what I come here for. You done already?" So yes, you have to increase the laps.
Okay.
So that
So you might beat the others in the first round, but
Well, you see, sometimes
they'll come for you.
Yes.
yeah, because you might realize wherever you make some little errors, and by even on the C2, you look at how the tide is rolling.
Yeah.
Which is, you say, I mean, these guys have these things.
Locked on.
Yeah, they have been worked out.
And what it is, sometimes a man caught you this time, and based on how you go about, if you say you go the opposite direction, you might get a lift. Next time you in bad luck, So that is what like guys say. That is the kind of race I like. Tack for tack, and man, you cut this time, I cut you next time,
Right.
and going for it. So
Yeah.
so that should be good.
So that's Saturday morning, right?
Saturday morning, and after that happens, the domino game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and we hope
We versus Carriacou.
for the most part we're going to fill it in, but we're having a big domino game at that time. So the best of karaoke is going to be there, going right into the evening.
Uh-huh.
And the day that I think I'll be proudest of is Sunday. Sunday with brunch with all the goodies. We try bigs, log, that roast bigs, breadfruit, fried breadfruit, and the whole line. Something, and a lot of stuff snapper and all these good things. Going into brunch. Right after the brunch is over, well, as the brunch is getting ready over, sealing starts again. And that will be the big race and call that the rally column challenge.
Okay.
Right? So when that race is finished, then take a little lull, and we're going to have some tributes. And a few speakers will say a thing or two. And after that is finished, we'll be going into a concert. Because I particularly would like, not every time we go to an event, that we don't cater for certain age folks. We want some nice little songs to be sung, and I've asked some of the girls and to return the band to just go through various genres, not just jump and wave. We have jump and wave because after that is finished, after that concert is finished, then we'll go to land.
Yeah.
We'll go to land. So
The beast.
yes, yes. Able or capable, then have a good time until up to the time they give us past midnight.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's where we have who arguably the best of the DJs around. We have specialist, pirate, Screw is going to jump in and Dr. Ox wrap it up.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm telling you, I like the way it's been organized, you know.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to have a wonderful weekend.
Wonderful weekend.
Celebrating. You know?
Yes. That I really want it not just a memorial, but memorable.
Yeah. Because otherwise, if an event like this wasn't staged, take sort of a stage now, what's Caracol going to look like? We just falling apart. I mean, we're bigger than that.
Yeah.
We're much more resilient. So we can't afford to just let everything just slide, because of the devastation of burial.
Yeah, and I'm hoping, really, really hoping that it continues, because 60 years after it started and where it started, we're there again.
Yeah.
We're there again.
A rebirth.
Yeah,
Like a kind of.
Yeah, right at the moment, and there are a lot of things that a lot of souvenirs and a lot of artifacts that we could go by to remind us of those glory days of Caracol Regatta.
But we have so much work to do, and that is the part that I think we should start not talk work, walk the walk.
See, again, people are reluctant to face the facts. There are certain things that everything becomes taboo. I want to listen, I want that. And the same foolishness, you remain tight-lipped about it, you never speak about it, and it's sitting there festering, and no improvement is being made. No, I know from my experience at Caracol Regatta over all the 60 years. I know what we've been through, what we've experienced, what we've been doing wrong time after time and time again, and expecting different results. So that's why they call us insanity. Are you insane? Oh, you could do that.
Same thing, and expect a different result.
Different result.
So when you throw the ball in the air, why expect it to keep going up? No,
yes,
staying
coming down. Yeah, so I'm hoping that people will really have a good time, and everybody, with the grace of God, and that everybody have a good, fun time to be remembered.
Well, I see it forthcoming already,
Yeah.
And like it's good saving the locals and everybody here, anticipating and looking forward to doing something. Because again, it's a weekend, like I said earlier on. It's a weekend. It's Friday, we're celebrating Emancipation. They're going to have the march and things like that around, and other little activities will be taking place, because we are now trying to see if we could put ourselves back into the normal way of operations. And that takes time.
The cousin was telling me, because I had my Colin's brother-in-law said we need a few trophies, token trophies. and then we'll fast a few dollars again. If you mind remind me, we're coming here for money, you know. We come for color and we come for money, you know. We forget this thing. When you have that kind of spirit, what more could you ask for? Huh? So, and that is when it's really enjoyable. What they say about the best things in life?
Are free?
Oh, hush him out. So that's when you have a great time. The best things in life are free. And this time there's no cover, just have fun. Yeah.
But the stage basically now is set.
Yes. So last night the guys
Fine tuning, whatever.
fine tuning guys come up and put up the stage and the tent on the stage for the performances and so on. And the system is going up and well, they put it this way, the folk season and the peace choose.
Already?
You know about choosing peace?
I used to choose peas in water.
Yes. Yeah, some kind of
Some of them
peas.
float.
Yes, but no, some kind of peas. You had to take out the skin.
Like bukusu, man, bukusu.
Yes, you know what I mean? And you know, just like soak up inside it and shoot it out.
Yes, and for us, you know, that bean is far more nutritious than pigeon peas, you know.
Every day.
Yes.
But somehow or the other, it always take place to pigeon peas. But when you get a good bukusu boy, you're not touching that one.
I love that, you know. But
Wow.
but what they used to do with us in particular too is that you mix in the busuku with the pigeon peas. You know?
Okay, yeah.
You mix it, you know, so to flavor it up, you know.
Yeah.
So you eating 2 in 1. So you're getting as much nutrition as possible.
Yeah, and when you see you get a bukusu, it's nice and creamy, yeah?
Yeah.
But I tell you, nowadays, I ain't chewing no skin. If it dry, probably, but when it green, everything is.
Okay.
Well, the whole thing is the peas in. It's not some of it.
Yeah, because we always do that foolishly because it's, years ago, you grate the coconut, strain it through the husk, which is the what you call which is good.
That's the nutrition in. That's the nutritional part.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Let me just take a call there because the phone's been lighting up so much. Vibes FM, caller you on. Caller?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, yes.
You and Mr. Leon Kai.
Afternoon.
I'd like to thank Mr. Leo for taking the initiative, you know, for not letting the festival go dead right through, you know. So I think that he should be commended for his effort and the passion that he has for sailing. And kudos to you, Mr. Leo. Commend you very much for that.
Thank you.
Great effort that towards the keeping up that culture part of the regatta.
Yeah.
For keeping up.
Thank you.
I have other issues to talk about, but I don't want to divert from the regatta. It's very interesting, and I'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be changing soon. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we will open up for other things just now. Yeah. Stay tuned, man. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye. And so I guess you'll be getting a lot of those compliments from quite a number of persons.
Oh yeah. And so far when I did my polling, the positive exceed the negative by a very big margin. So with that you console and that
We don't want to all only speak about our comrades and friends in Tobago. I mean, Bakeway, and give it away. But we also want to remember the part our friends from Tobago played when we were down and out.
Yes.
And I always think about that. They braved the sea.
Well,
during our burial dark days, to come here and assist us. And I mean, them guys are sailors, man.
And the first 9, the 88 noon today, so they should be careful. Already for them, the MacIver and the bots.
Yeah.
And those talk about a friend in need.
Yeah.
Friend in need, and they were our friends in our time of need. So they indeed our friends. So And I always refer to them when you look at the condition which these guys braved at that point in time to not just make one trip but 2 trips to Carriacou.
Yeah.
Man, ultimate respect. Ultimate respect is an understatement. You thank them immensely.
And they can be here and participating
But I
in
can tell you
the
maybe
races and so
already
on.
because last time we
Yes.
spoke on it, gave me tea. Yeah. Yeah, it did be here.
So they'll be coming down as well to celebrate, the weekend.
Oh yeah.
And participate in the racing
And
too?
participate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're going on any boat.
Yeah.
I guess if you're looking for sailors for Skyline and Ace, you don't have to worry.
But you know what? The one thing I was thinking of that may still happen. We might even interchange captains. So yes, and prove yourself is not only boat but man too.
Yes, yeah. It's not only the boat can sail fast, but the person who's who's captain it.
So if a man take a lazy boat and he beat you in a fast boat, something wrong with not the boat but you. Yeah.
That's boat. I remember more of in Winwood. And when they brought back, I should say, Glitter to life, right?
Yes.
And he was saying definitely it's the skill.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, what they did, because I remember asking him, I said, what you guys, it's skill, man, skill.
Yeah.
Yes. You have to know what to do.
You have to know, you're supposed to be able to know the strength of the wind, so you have to know how to deal with the wind.
There's so many things.
Not just rushing through and say I come first.
You see, there are times in the recent business, and Hillsborough Harbor is very guilty of that. There is no, sometimes you got good straight wind, but in Hillsborough Harbor, the winds could be shifty sometimes. You're on a main tack, you're way ahead of somebody. And when you come in, it's tacking, go and come. And you go out there, you lead them by a mile. And wherever you're out there, dead come. So you just stand up there and my man come from yes, come from away from south and get a little breeze.
I guess that's all the excitement about it.
Yes. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes it's a draw. So you have to
take it away. All right. Hold a second, gentlemen. I just opened up the line so you can call 403-0101, 443-0101, and 538-1914. Caller, you're live. Caller, come in.
Hello, sir.
Hello, yes, go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, yeah.
Yes. I really admire you all. And I'm only sorry that I can't come to Carriacou to meet you all, to have a talk with you all. My grandmother is from Carriacou.
Okay.
Good. She has a daughter up there. I don't know if she's living still, but her name is Grace. Well, everybody used to call her Auntie Grace.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And I don't know if she's living still. It's only once in my lifetime I happened to come up there.
Okay.
And I didn't come back. But I'm only sorry that I admire you all so greatly. That I'm only sorry that I'm not able to come to Carriacou. I would have liked to meet with you all to have some discussion.
Oh, that would be nice.
Thank you.
That would be nice.
And you're always welcome, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you're able to make it at any time, feel free.
Yeah.
Well, according to my condition, and then not having the necessary, convenience and
support,
arrangement and things like that.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Well, wish you all the best, and stay strong.
Keep on the good work.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for your comments. Okay.
I admire you greatly. All right.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay. Let me remind our listeners again, the lines are now open. If you want to speak about the regatta weekend, we're celebrating here, the Emancipation weekend, whatever it is, you can call us now. The lines are open, 403-0101, 403-0101, 443-0101, and you can also call 458-1914, 458-1914. The lines are open for discussion now in case you want to participate, you want to see what you've been doing, what will be taking place in your community, or anything of the nature. As usual, Speak Out Unfiltered entertains you.
Asking a question.
You want to ask a question? Ask a question.
Yeah.
You want to make a contribution? Make a contribution.
Always welcome.
Yeah. And we always find that happening, because people in many instances want to get a say in there, do something, and make that sort of a statement.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, Soli, like I said earlier on, what you are doing for Carriacou, and I say this openly with no apologies, what you are doing for Carriacou, I mean, it's unbelievable. I still sometimes look at whatever I'm doing and say, nah.
It can match up with
It
the
can match.
but yeah, I mean,
No, because like what Carriacou has never left Solio.
he may have left Carriacou physically,
but
Carriacou
Carriacou never did, and it's still up to this day,
and still taking blows.
And although you're saying Solio, that this is a sort of a retirement or whatever you want to call it, I mean,
He's saying that
it's
this year.
It's easy to say those words there.
He's saying that this year.
No, what I'm not retiring from sailing, even though I'm actively going to a boat now. But if ever there's a race going on, I'll be spectator number one. So I'll be looking at the race. And if I get a chance, I was telling the guys, as much as I've been involved in a regatta, I never actually sailed on a sloop.
Okay.
And if God permits me, I'll probably do that before he calls me. I'll get a chance to go on a sloop. So the whole idea is that as far as Carriacou and regatta is concerned, I'd like to see it continue, but I'll be depriving myself and my grandchildren of what is rightfully theirs if I didn't take some time
with them.
So as far as taking the lead, because when you have to take the lead in these events, it's no easy task.
No, it's not. No.
Right now I'm sitting here on needles and pins and thinking of a few things going through my head, a few T's to be crossed and a few I's to be dotted.
Yeah.
And it's stressful.
It is. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, And I've been through some things like that, similar things, But I know, especially with an event of this nature, and where you have to entertain and make sure that things go, smoothly, as much as possible. It's a lot of work, and I mean, I hope that you're going to get a lot of people who will be able to do some, assistance, get some assistance.
I have some good friends to assist, and hopefully, they'll live up to the task and be able to bring this off without a flaw.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be, there are some people who just are passionate for regatta, and the essence of it is to see the racing taking place. And that is really the regatta festival we're talking about, where you compete on the sea and you can brag afterward. But I want to also say, sorry, that we've been talking about regatta, but also with the limited time that we have, I think we also want to.
Let me just ask you to just stick
all on that, okay, right?
Because I have about 4 calls coming in. Vibes FM, first WhatsApp caller coming. WhatsApp caller?
Hey, Kim.
Yes, hello, yes.
Hey.
Afternoon, Uncle Leo.
Nephew Floyd, boy, we're fighting. We're looking good, and hoping that next year I'll be able to join in Pennsylvania.
Yes, hopefully.
Yes,
hopefully.
Yes.
I wish none.
Yes,
hey, man,
go ahead.
All the races go good. Everybody enjoy themselves.
Yes.
And stuff like that.
You're kind of breaking up a little
bit.
Breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh
the internet.
Breaking up. Caller, you still there? Try changing your location. Oh, okay. While he's waiting there, let me take another one. Vibes FM caller, next WhatsApp caller coming. You've been waiting. Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Good afternoon. Good
Yeah.
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to the three amigos.
See.
The three amigos. Compare. I won't be long, but I have a question because you also have to ask question. You could ask question. I have a question.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Any one of you could answer it, but I want to give Koi the first chance to answer it. What is the difference between a O and a 0? Bye.
In value,
I'll go and listen.
No, okay, right.
I'll listen. I'll listen. I'll listen. I'll hang up and listen.
Okay.
What is the difference between a O and a 0?
All right. A zero is a figure, a number, a zero. Yes, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's numbers. A O is a letter of the alphabet. They may have similar shape, but sometimes you could differentiate. Them by the shape too, because the O, sorry, the 0, tend to be a little taller. Yeah, but I'm just saying one belongs to the letter family and one belongs to the figure family.
But I'll tell you, I heard something like that already, yeah? And what was said is that depends on where you use it. It takes its value, or it takes its name.
And
because if you're writing down numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0.
No, he didn't ask. He didn't ask for the
value.
The value.
No, the difference.
Difference.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the difference is the difference is that one belongs to it's a figure and one is an alphabet, the letter.
I guess some people might be thinking they're both circles.
Yeah. But you know, something on that, I have heard people be referring to, like they would say they'll use a O. I'm just trying to think about an example, but they will use a O for for a letter too, and a 0. But the 0 does not so much come towards the lettering, but the 0, the O. So I think that's what I would describe as the difference between both the 0 and the O. I heard the caller say you start with me, but I don't think he means to end with me. He wants me to start first. So, guys, you all have to also say.
I thought the caller was going to say the difference between O and A, because my buddy always said that O is an A without a handle. You see, the first A you make, you have to make the O first and then the little handle,
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
But, hey, I like your answer to the question. I don't know if the caller is satisfied, but caller
could always come back to the next
question.
Yeah.
A very, very good answer.
All right, let me remind our listeners again, 443-0101. 443-0101. 403-0101. 403-0101 and 538-1914. 538-1914. Before that, we had a call online there, Solio. And he's a racing enthusiast. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, they went
to the USA. You could hear his voice
in Pennsylvania. They do this.
Yes.
They have the regatta.
That's Winwood.
Yes.
I remember one of my brother's biggest laugh or biggest joke that my brother said, this friend of his from Winwood, I was in Hillsborough and looking for Stanley car to take them up to Winwood. And he was the first to see it. And he said, come on, look, Stanley car, Yanka day.
Yanka.
He said, look where Stanley car, Yanka. You talking about car, Yanka, pack your pack?
The car, Yanka.
He said,
Caller, I'll show you Yanka. Caller, you're on. Caller, go ahead.
Kim?
Yes, go ahead, yeah.
Man, the call just dropped just now, so vex.
You're back.
Back.
But yeah. Well, Leo, man, nothing but success. I wish you all the best for your for the upcoming races, man.
Yeah.
As you say, this thing is a lot of work putting this thing together, man. But the joy of racing there's what counts, it makes you feel good, man. Especially we who love racing and sailing.
Thank you.
And I want to tell you thanks for introducing me to your friend, man. That guy, in this world, he are nice people.
Yeah,
His wife is nice people. Man.
Well,
You understand?
that's another selling enthusiast. Well, he's on his way to Bekwe now to join the guys to come. Well, he actors in Bekwe already. That's Andre.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yes,
He called me.
yes,
He called me.
yes.
Join us. Yeah, man, they came in Pennsylvania and they had fun. He and his wife, they raced, and yeah, it was all good.
And
10 out of 10.
guess what? The wife is a bigger enthusiast than the husband, Yes, because
Look at that.
yeah. There's a nice couple.
Because we did one of the races we did. The last races was women only, and yeah, she was the captain. And they're having fun.
Yes, man, that's really good.
Everything was good, man.
Yes, it makes life so beautiful when you have people you could have fun with, and it's so much nicer than a vex, man. Smile.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
definitely, man. He even thinking about getting your own little boat up here too. I was like, yeah, why not?
Yes, he built one for Bekwe for last time, and he made it himself. Yeah. So those guys, they live and dream and think about boats, and here we have a nice and decent relationship, and his family and brothers and sisters in sport. So yeah, good people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, good people.
But I just want to. Yes.
The fourth. Yeah, go ahead, Kim. Go ahead.
No. I was wondering, are you're not here in body, but are you going to be? You will be able to sleep? You think you might sleep for the weekend? No,
I won't be able to sleep because this is things we love, man. We always tune in and hopefully we could see stuff, people posting stuff. Well, Raylan sent me pictures already with Skylar and everything.
Yes. Yes, and
next thing we love, Kim. I know if you understand it, but Leo,
I know the passion. I know the passion. Believe me, So it's not surprising. That's why I asked the question.
I must say, Kim, right? Varel have a new one billion in Win One Day.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I think that should be a nice little summer program for the youths. I don't know who could put that together, so they could go on, learn a little skill and see what's going on. Man, I don't understand how nobody put together a little summer program to go walk along with Varel.
Well, you see again,
because there is a good opportunity there, right, Leo? You have 1 billion.
Yes, and it's so very well advanced already. And I tell you, that one, I expect it to be a kite.
Go fly.
Yes, go fly.
Wow.
that thing will fly. When you look at it, you have everything.
He's sending me pictures all the time too.
You have everything. And as you go along, you improve all the time and you see things and you learn things. So I think he's very futuristic in this one. He's implementing some designs in that thing. I tell you, going to be a kite.
Fly.
Yeah, you just watch it bobbing.
Yeah.
Watch it bobbing. That thing will fly. Yeah.
So let me ask you, the first race starting from Bakeway to come down Carrick, right?
Yes.
Also, Skylar wouldn't be going up and joining them. They would just race whoever comes.
No. We're thinking of joining them part of the way, and so that we have a united entrance.
Okay.
You see, again, this time around, even though we're talking race, the emphasis is on celebrating the contribution of color and having fun. So,
right.
I mean, you'll want to defend your boat or your skill at all costs. But I mean, if you get you face the buses at the end of the world.
Right.
Yes, that often.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yes. So,
me and Richard go be tuned in, man.
Yeah, man, and you guys keep the fight, keep the good fight going, and
of course.
Keep the good fight.
There's a lot of work, but it is what it is. That's what we love.
A lot of work, a lot of money, and a lot of aggravation.
But imagine, imagine you leave Carriacou, you go all the way in the USD, and it's only boat and thing you take.
Well, see,
because see, that's what we like. We like to argue and race and compete, and he's loving it, but we arguing one another.
Yeah, well, that's what it's in for.
Nice, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same. That's like it's the same feeling with them big women too. It's the same,
Yes. Man, those fellas has been at shop having a drink and some argument come out. They put on the drink and go and push on the boat,
Yeah.
Let's settle it.
Settle the score.
Yes, settle the score. It's no talk. Let's come on, man. So it's a fashion. It's a lovely thing.
But
well,
I think. Hold on. I think I heard you said a while ago that you had a category for women sailing.
Yes.
The
And-
last race he
Yeah,
says.
the race we did in Pennsylvania, we the last race was women. Well, your guy go with them, but
Yeah, no,
women
but
is
women
basically
only.
who run in the boat.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Yeah, women who captain in the boat basically.
Wow. I mean,
And them girls did pretty good.
But you're saying, by a guy will go with them as though you're talking as though they're women and their race is only women.
yes.
And they dress as good.
Well,
But
we send a man with them basically just to,
Security? Security?
But,
I don't want you to listen
but,
up.
The women are supposed to be. I
Yeah.
said the women are supposed to be able to hold their own, and I think the idea, the concept of having women only, is a great thing because I mean I don't know, I don't hear much about women going and sail.
No, just a man on board. That's all. I know.
You know. What is
I
it?
think
Is the kind of
I
a,
think back then, you know what they used to say? Women is I think back then they used to say woman is blight.
yes, but you know they're talking about because it's a prejudice, because even now when I board in a craft and the captain is such and such and she's giving us an estimated flying time of say lady in front of the cockpit. Yeah.
Boy, it was good, man.
Yeah.
Leo, we tuning in. Hopefully, I know if you have somebody go post videos and pictures, but
Oh,
we go tune
definitely.
in, man.
We're streaming and we're doing all those good things, man.
Yeah.
Again, it's a culture that we can afford to lose. We should continue, and I'm hoping that
Definitely.
make the best of it. So for thanks for calling and say keep the good work going, man.
Thank you.
With regards to the guys on the chat. All right.
Okay.
All right, no problem. Yeah.
Good work.
Later.
Man. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Next caller. Next caller coming. Caller, are you waiting?
Good afternoon. Is this me?
Yes, you're ready. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. I also have a question, and I'd like Mr. Leo to answer it first.
Okay, if I can, I will.
About a month ago, a recipe was given from Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 9. It was wheat, barley, beans, linten, millet, and spelt. He had to grind that and make bread out of it, and he had to have it for 390 days. And that's all he had, and water, and maybe some meat every now and then. So that was given about a month ago. And it was discovered that in the 1940s by scientists, or 50s or 60s, around there, it was discovered that that recipe has all the minerals and vitamins the body needed to survive. Now, my question is, how does that recipe prove that God exists? So I'm going to hang up unless you need clarification. I'm going to hang up and listen.
Well,
thank you. Okay, thank you for your question.
Thank you for your question. And caller, my answer to that one is that you got me.
Yes, okay. I think the caller gone.
Yes,
Yeah, the
you
caller's
got
on.
me. You got me. Yes, I know the answer.
I wonder if the question is so. I mean, I find the question it's kind of not the clarity is not in there. What are you asking?
That is part of the answer. You got me.
Yeah, but it's wow. How does that?
You see,
Make that how does that?
I'm not so familiar with that type of reading, scripture reading.
Yes, the
and
clergy,
and stories and stuff
yes,
like that, so
yes.
questions like that, I think, would be better answered by another one.
That's for the clergy.
Yeah, that's for them to do. I was listening carefully, and believe me, I was lost.
Yes.
To say if I had an opinion, an answer, or something of the nature. So I don't feel bad like you saying the same thing like me.
Yeah, I did Bible. I just read Genesis and I finished Exodus. I didn't go to all the other books.
Exodus and the others.
No. Deuteronomy and all the boys and them.
Joshua, Rise FM, caller, come in.
Okay, is it me again?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, so God gave him that recipe and he survived on it for 390 days. And those particular beans were put together because that's what the body needed. And no one knew the body needed those minerals and those vitamins to survive until 1940, 50, 60. So it's only God would know exactly what the body needs and what food it is in order to give it to Ezekiel so it could survive. So that proves God exists because nobody else knew what was in the beans except God. Whoever made the beans and whoever made the body knew what the body needed and knew what was in the beans. So it has to be God. It can't be anyone else because it wasn't discovered what was needed in the body until 1940 or 50 or 60.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You know, I guess I
think I got the
that clarifies it.
I think I got the essence of it. But however, it's only the world didn't start in 1940 or 50 or 60. No? I mean, this Earth we call it world existed thousands of years, and it's kind of interesting to find out that it's only in the 90s, in the 20th century, that we discover that. But however, I think that calls for more research. But I understand the question and I understand the answer. Sustenance of the body, maintenance of the body.
Yeah.
But Kim, a while ago I wanted to make a comment, and I'm doing it now because time, I realize, is kind of beyond us. We're talking about regatta a while ago, but now I want to focus on emancipation. I have been, I guess all of us here and our listeners as well would have heard the expression, and we like the song by Bob Marley, free yourself from mental slavery. And that has been used across different places. Now, the question is, if any one of you here can answer, or if my caller could call and give, because this morning is question time. What is mental slavery? And can I have an example of mental slavery? I know what physical slavery is because we have seen it in our history. Other kinds of slavery. But Bob Marley, the modern day prophet, did talk about, and we all sing it and we all raise our fists in the air, and what is really mental slavery? And can I have an example of mental slavery? Tell me.
What I may challenge the handcuffs on your hand.
That's physical.
That's physical.
Yes.
And what's in the head that you can get rid of that doesn't benefit you? What's in the head?
Yeah, that's mental.
That's mental. So people who will argue that 2 and 2 are 5, and you can't convince them that it's 4, that is mental slavery. As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
You're obvious.
No, yeah. What sort of you're saying is deeper. He's right. What is in the head there?
Yes, it can come out.
You can come out. And if I were to just give a quick example, like I remember a couple of weeks ago, we were speaking about when we were growing animals and rearing animals, and you bring a fowl in the yard and you tie the foot to a tree in the yard there to make it know this is the yard it will stay.
Yes, and let it go.
And you let it go and you can move.
Mental slavery.
Because
Mental
why?
slavery.
He thinking he's still tied, but the feet are loose.
Yes. But
so it's the brain part. That's the
free
mental.
yourself,
Yes, and people
Free
tell you the
yourself,
same
yeah.
thing. Something
free
like
yourself. Slavery. What we're celebrating tomorrow, Friday, at the 1st of at the 1st of August, when slavery was legally and officially abolished.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Free yourself of mental slavery.
Right.
Is So when we look at it, we know what physical slavery is. Physically, that we are bound. I know we are now celebrating in some instances we should free ourselves of mental slavery. And the song goes on to say, because that's what it says, none but ourselves we had to do it for ourselves. In the days of physical slavery, the slaves couldn't do it for themselves. They had to take somebody to go in parliament and argue, and then they have to officially say, as of this date, we passed this bill. And then that is how physically slavery was abolished. But in the case of mental slavery, nobody can go and speak for us as what was then. But we, in fact, the song went on to say, free ourselves and none but ourselves. So I wonder, no, why aren't we taking up the challenge or answering, fulfilling that role? We free ourselves. We no longer chained, as it were, because freedom and so on is what they fought for, freedom. So how can we free ourselves from mental slavery? Is it a question? I mean, I know it's a song that we all like. I know it's something.
That song is deep,
Of course.
It's deep, because, like the late Bob Marley, when he wrote some of those songs there, I believe he was inspired. I mean, the lyrics and everything that he came forward with, is still, so deep in our everyday lives now. But as you mentioned, free ourselves from mental slavery.
Yeah.
We are the ones who have to do it. Basically, we have to do it. Nobody else can do it for us.
Nobody can come and stand up and defend us and to put forward the argument and say the actions of taking people from one continent and bringing them in another and have them to work under conditions that are not right. No, nobody in saying that, because the slavery, the bondage is not only physical. No, the bondage is internal. Yeah, so we have to get rid of that thinking that we are still bound mentally. We are not, but we have to take this step to ensure that we access and enjoy.
But we have to realize it too. We have to come to some realization that we are still mentally
in bondage.
Yes, because if you don't come to realize it, you're not going to be able to step out of it.
Wow.
There's no if about it, no. And what has been happening too, if you notice, in the region, in that you would have some of these people in authority, and a lot of them are politicians who would try to keep you into that frame of thinking. So you're limited to your thoughts. You're limited to what you want to do, because you don't feel the freedom. The mind doesn't think on its own properly.
Yeah.
To know it should get out of that situation.
Yeah. I like the fact that you use those words. Get out of a situation requires you, nobody else, because you are bound up. Somebody said on the chat here about enslavement. Mentally, you are. So I think this is something I want us to continue to think about. That we are the ones who have to free our minds from all the garbage and all the things that we are that are holding us back. We're thinking because we don't use the brains that we have. We're thinking because somebody tells us to say certain things and to do certain things. We can't on our own get out of this bondage. So I think this is a time in truth, Emancipation Day celebration, and it's been it's a holiday. It's recognized at the highest level. Yeah. So we have to encourage ourselves as well as others to just free up ourselves from this enslavement, from this bondage. It's an attitude too, because if it's mental, it's an attitude too. So we have to. I just wanted to raise that and get some response from callers.
Let me say something though. Now that the date is going to be changed and observed on the day, right? I think somewhere along the line we might start thinking in the right way now. Why we celebrate Emancipation? Because before, the Emancipation Day, in my view, was celebrated just as a holiday and nobody pays attention to it. What it really means to us. But I believe now, when the day is taken, say on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, we might start reflecting now to realize that, listen, there's meaning to the day. Vibes FM caller coming.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, yes.
Let me show you that picture of slavery. Whether it's mental or what, but it's on that line.
Yeah.
You know, in school, when we job, they told us that the earth is wrong.
Right.
Okay. They told us the earth spin on its axis. And the axis is an imaginary line. Imaginary is something that they're thinking of that does not exist. They can't see it.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
But because they teach us that, up till today, there are people who are arguing that what they told us in school is true. But it cannot be true. There's a theory that the earth is flat. Okay?
Yeah.
No, which is correct. Wrong or flat. I am convinced, not following geography, but the earth is wrong. If the earth is flat, it means that when the sun rises, the whole earth will be the light.
Right.
Because it's flat.
Right.
But because it is wrong, you have darkness on one side and light on the other.
Right.
But the debate still continue, you know.
Uh-huh.
The debate still continue. It may be bus terminal in St. George's.
Yeah.
The debate continue. And I don't understand this thing. If the earth is flat and you go up in the air, you should see the whole earth in the width of it, you know.
One, yes. One glance.
Exactly. So that kind of slavery thing, it is in the mind. And watch me, anytime you can control somebody's mind, you control them.
Definitely.
Because the mind seems to be the strongest part in the head.
Yep.
And that is why you see, if you look at a snake, when the snake catches prey, he swallows it from the head, you know.
Yep.
Because it is in full control.
Right. Yes. Uh-huh.
And there are a lot of things that we can look at to see how these people of old confuse us and the dead and gone and leave us in the said confusion. So we need to free ourselves from that. Whether it is physical, spiritual, mental, whatever type of slavery, but Mali is correct. We are the ones to free ourselves, because if we enforce learning, we seek to know more. We realize that a lot of things they taught us in school is garbage, you know.
Yeah.
It's garbage because they taught us what the white man gave them to teach. Now you're talking about the cow jump over the moon, and they were teaching children in school. Yeah, and the woman pushing the cow on top the roof of the house to eat the grass. and the simplest thing is to cut the grass and throw it off for the cow. And that's what they teach us in school.
Yeah.
But why they're teaching us that in school? They're teaching the children technology. But that's what they do. So we as black people, they have us in disarray. And we have to go to the children now for the children to attend to us, because they are the doctors and we are the patient. So it is time that we free our mind.
Yes.
And even the black people are confusing the black people. Look what happened in Grenada for the past few days. Okay? Now, the bank, the African Bank, what do they call them? Co-sponsor.
Yeah. Co-sponsor,
right.
Yes. Co-sponsor, yeah.
$250 million to the project.
Right.
But the opposition is criticizing it.
Yeah.
So you see, it's not to say the Prime Minister or the Minister of Health make the announcement, you know. You hear the President of the bank making the announcement, and the opposition still. I mean, I don't understand something wrong here. So you when you think it's just mental slavery, as to, to free yourself from the white man attitude and whatnot. No, we as black people, we ride down the ladder, we confusing ourselves. And once it's not them, look, this thing about the politics, it should be me. Because when I summed it up this morning, I said, if Dr. Mitchell were in office and that bank from Africa gave him that amount of money as co-sponsor or whatever for the project, they said NNP that be happy about it.
Yes.
But it is not them. And I thank God it is not them. Okay?
Yeah, but no, you're right. But even that, let me tell you, as you mentioned, Dr. Kidd, I call him Diablo most times anyway. But speaking about that and sort of been very negative and saying we should not celebrate and whatever and don't lie to the people. But to me, up to this day, in my mind, the biggest lie was told on Paul's airport when he said we had oil,
Yeah.
You remember he said oil and one well. You remember what one well could do? One well could, And what happened? And that's the biggest lie as far as I'm concerned. And he's trying to condemn this and say this one is a lie and he should never. And you don't understand how Grenada could deal with something like that. And really. So as you mentioned, these people sometimes they like to keep us in this frame of mind, and we are dangerous to ourselves.
Well, he spent 23 and a half years inside, which he could boast of. If it's me, I'm not boasting of that because I waste 23 and a half years. You leave the country in that. And this government come and lighten up the country. Education, agriculture, health, you name it. And they are taking up against it, but you were there and you didn't do it. So be happy that somebody else come and doing it. Let's all enjoy it now. But the twinkle water on it, this is not really gradient to hearten. It is the ingredients that help themselves. And if they cannot help themselves, nobody should do anything.
Yep.
You see where they are now? Grenadians really studying them now.
No.
They're not just studying them.
They
have the few supporters that they continue confusing because they're waiting until them speak. And then they run away. But if you ask them questions, they can't answer.
Nope.
So I don't bother with them so.
Right.
We're not going to go forward and then go stay behind. Thank you.
Okay. As this caller has talked, you've been following the Acting Bank, what took place the last couple of days,
Yeah.
And I just pulled a clip there just a while ago there, and I'll play it. It's very short, of Diablo speaking. And when I listen and I watch him in that video, believe me, I feel very, very sad because he's, in my view, he's mentally deranged. He can't come to reality to see Grenada moving forward so gently, so easy, so smoothly. And the sort of assistance and cooperation and recognition Grenada has been getting lately, ever since this administration come into office. It's unbelievable. I mean, look. They compared the what just transpired there this weekend into what transpired back in 1969 with Expo. Remember Expo under Gary? Yeah. And
Expo
look at
69.
Yeah, Expo 69. I remember it. And even with the coming of the Morris Bishop International Airport again, these are milestone achievements for Grenada, opening up the world. I looked at a video, boy, I looked at it about a million times already, of Ethiopian Airlines, first African airline, direct flight to Grenada, Africa connection straight to Grenada. It has never happened before. And this is something that we should applaud because they're opening up that gateway now of visa-free travel and interaction and easy access. When I went to Africa, I had to go all through England and, pass here and pass there, leave here, go there, wherever, before I end up in Africa. Imagine I could take a direct flight straight to motherland.
Yep.
That's that. Listen, we open up leaps and bounds. Listen to the clip I was going to play. Listen to a little bit of it.
Hey, JT, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. How are you doing this morning?
Pleasant morning. See you, not bad.
No.
Yeah.
Simply this.
And people like yourself, because I see the future of this country in people like your hands. I see young Diali in the South.
No.
Yeah.
Back for that load.
Well, the good question is to ask the ones that are coming here, and
Back for that load.
well, the good question is to ask the ones that are coming here, and maybe the bank that claims it can give it will have to ask how this money will be paid back by the people of Grenada, Caricom, which is about 115,000 people. And this time, with the kind of economic past and present that the country is projected, and what you would expect in the next few years, I don't see how anyone could expect that any government would be back almost $600 million, more than $600 million.
But hold on, he's talking about paying back more than $600 million. He doesn't know the terms and conditions of that co-financing. He had paid back. I mean, really. I mean, something wrong. I tell you, something wrong.
You know, because what I'm hearing him saying that unless and until he understands and the Ghanaian people know these facts and details, he is not going to buy into that. That's what I'm hearing him saying. So you want to know how we're going to pay it, how what are the terms and so on. But I mean, I don't think that is an issue now at all.
But it's an announcement that was made. Now they will work out.
Well, certainly,
to see whether part loan, part grant, whatever, and things like that. There, and it's a project that they welcome in the first in the Caribbean. You listen. Let me take a call quick. Vibes FM. Caller, come in. Caller.
Yes, good afternoon again.
Yes,
I'll come back to give the answer.
What's the answer?
Right?
What's the difference?
Listen to me, you're rushing.
No
you
one.
rush me.
Okay.
I'm giving you the answer, so listen.
Okay. Oh, right.
Coy, listen, please.
I am.
All right? You just described a O. I was waiting for when you come with that clip to tell you, well, that is a O. O cannot add value. It could only help to spell a word.
Okay.
A zero could add value. Somebody almost said it. That thing was you, Coy.
Yes, I did talk about value. Yes.
A zero could add value.
Yes, but an O can't.
A O cannot add value. That's the difference.
Okay.
A O could only help spell a word.
Okay.
But if you put a 1 and then you put a 0 behind it, that's 10, right? You put another 0, that's what? 100.
Yes. Yeah. But O adding value there.
You put another 0?
Yeah.
1,000.
You didn't do that in school, man?
Yes, man. 1,000.
Tens of thousands and
yes.
Tens of thousands, right? So that's the difference with zeros
and the O's.
Compared to O.
Right.
So you just describe a O talking there. That O, that's an O.
Yes.
That's my name for him from here on.
Oh.
He could only talk words.
All right.
He could only speak words.
All right.
But people who know about zeros,
and the value.
Zeros is valuable when you put it in the right place.
Right.
And my man realized he been an O for so long.
Yeah.
And he had no vision.
And no value.
And now that the young people, the babies in Pampers have more vision and doing more things than him in let me say one term. Let me call it a term now.
Yes,
one term compared to his what? How much? Three or four terms plus.
4 terms.
23 years,
yeah.
4 terms and more.
Yeah.
So they always say in the healthcare, the healthcare is bad, but they never had a fix for it. Now that we're having a fix for it because we have a man that is thinking in zeros, adding zeros.
Yep.
Adding value
right
to the country. This city, I nearly say Hope.
Hopeville.
This Hopeville.
Medical
City.
Yes.
Medical City, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
This is going to generate enough funds to pay for whatever the condition is. But it's, as we rightfully say, it's not a loan to start. It's not just a loan.
Mm-hmm.
It's, man, declare it could be an investment. You never know. The bank could be investing in.
Yes,
in
yes.
The, in the project.
Yeah, because they're looking for
they see the
investors.
project, the success of the project in the future.
Right.
So the bank wouldn't just declare $250 million out of the blues. They studied.
Right.
And the city is not just a hospital, you know. It's a
village.
city.
Yes.
A village.
Yeah, man. Hopeville.
Shops and houses is what?
Medical
man.
city, man.
Project Polaris.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Project Polaris. I may not, as I always say, I may not live to see it, but I could see it from a vision standpoint.
Yep.
I could see from a vision. I could visualize how it will be and what it will be doing.
Caller, don't say you may not be there to see it.
You have to be realistic.
I know.
I didn't say I won't. I didn't say I won't. You know, I said me.
Well, me. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Don't. I mean, is entertaining those? Is sowing those seeds. If you want to be there,
no.
Say I'll be there.
No. But I know my children and my grandchildren will benefit from that project Polaris.
Okay.
And that's the beauty about it. I'm looking forward now to the generation now getting benefits out of that, because we didn't get a chance to get it, but they are going to benefit.
Yeah.
Excellent, man.
Okay.
I mean, if I live to benefit, I go say thank you, Lord, for
yes, yeah, right.
Because I'm over 310 already, so that's why I'm saying it like that.
Oh.
And it will take another 5 to 10 years to really see that project come to in its full bloom.
Yeah. Okay.
It could happen before. It could. You never know.
Right. Okay. All right. Yeah.
But what we all know is that this situation is going to be taken care of, and that's what everybody. If you ask every Grenadian, whether it's on the left, right, or center, about healthcare in Grenada, they will tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
But that is about to change.
Right.
That is about to change.
Lovely, man.
And the thing about it, the beauty about it is that the change is not going to start at Project Polaris, and it's starting right now. It's already been placed. They put things in place with Mount Sinai to
oh, definitely, yes. Oh, yeah.
To keep the nurses and the doctors and think what's coming. You know? So it's not a...
Yeah, a lot of training has been taking place already because
it's been right.
Yeah.
How to do things right in the hospital right now.
Right,
They're doing that.
Yes. Move the game up.
I could visualize the future for that Project Polaris, man. It's gonna be
nice.
It's gonna be like a movie.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud of the way we are going and what is going to take place
yes,
there. Oh my gosh.
And that's what I'm hugging some people bugging their mind because they realize that's the end of their world.
I hear you.
That's the end of the world. All right. Because they've been there for how much years and they couldn't add value to nothing.
Nothing, man.
All
what they were doing,
they were saying was
bringing in a set of con men to con us. And I want to go down the whole detail, but most of us know what we are talking about. There's not even a fin from a shrimp. There is no feather from a chicken. From the chicken farm, nothing.
No back and neck.
Nothing. No value was added. All we did was lost.
All we did was
lost.
We didn't get an egg.
Yeah, all we had was
we want zero now.
Yeah, we are about to go zero now. Put zero and add value. They're complaining. Who say anything about loan? Who say anything about paying back loan? When? How? Why? The man just declare without even being asked.
The intention.
I think even the Prime Minister was surprised when he declared that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes. He was surprised.
Yeah, because I mean, really.
He did an announcement in real time just as us.
Yep.
Just as how we did. Anyway, God bless Grenada. Grenada is about to take the leap forward. And then I hear Uncle Leo. Where Uncle Leo is there?
He just stepped out. Stepped out, yeah.
Oh, he left out. He went out.
Yeah.
I hear I saw and think that don't worry, Carriacou will be making their own decision soon.
Oh yeah, definitely local government. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, local government is coming.
Yeah. They
and God for that too.
Yep.
So in 3 years, three and a years and 1 month.
What?
Everything is working out.
Excellent.
So fast and so quick.
Yeah, man.
That you have those old people and they with their mouth like,
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's it. Oh straight. Oh boy. We couldn't think about that. Oh, how we didn't think of that's what I tried to say. Oh, we didn't think about that.
Okay.
Anyway, have a blessed evening.
Yes, man. And enjoy your
Take care,
weekend
man.
too. Yes,
Yeah.
your weekend. Yeah.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
take care, yes.
Okay, bye.
And happy emancipation.
Yes, thank
man.
you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. All right.
All right, let me try to take one more call, Koi. One more final call. Caller, you on? Caller, come in.
Hey, good day, Kim. What you doing?
All right, okay.
All right. Just here to call in today to speak of the lovely assembly that the most honorable Prime Minister was able to get for Grenada down here. I think it was a wonderful seminar. A couple of days. It was a lot to take in to see the unification of Africa and the wider Caribbean by extension. It was lovely, Kim.
Definitely.
It's something that we've been longing for such a long time. And we, the people in Grenada, it wasn't nothing that was secretive to us, but there was major announcement that came from it with trade from Africa to Guyana, Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago. Kim, it was a love.
It was.
And in that time, I listened to a program from the other side, one of the flagship program, and there was of the essence of monies. You know, when it comes to the opposition party, monies is always something that has them on their toes. When it comes to millions in particular, they always feel that they should be the one that should be controlling such things. So the announcement came from the professor, and when I heard it came, I was amazed. I was shocked. I was surprised.
Not you alone.
But I was happy, especially for myself who had lost 2 persons through cancer. And we had to raise funds for them to go overseas to get the treatment. And at one particular point in time, one of my family members could not have traveled due to the stage 4. It was impossible for her to travel. So that it was a sad time. And knowing now that we could possibly have a state-of-the-art hospital down here that could give us the services that we need, even if it means that, Kim, I had to take loan, we had to raise donations as we're doing, but we have in a facility that we could get the treatment that we need, and we have the facility that catered for outpatients as well.
Right. Yep.
So having that facility here where we don't have to go and pay and then wonder if, when we became ill, if our body may be able to take the traveling to then seek the treatment, it's a love to hear that we are getting financing for such a facility. And I support this thing 110%. And Kim, there's another thing that Grenadians may have missed. A lot of the persons that were speaking, Kim, they had a heavy emphasis on agriculture.
Yep. Yeah, you're right.
Heavy emphasis on, we're not speaking tourism,
No.
We pass the tourism with the hospital, but we are on agriculture, and they're talking about agriculture on a large scale.
Yeah.
So that was something that it was amazing. I love that. The creatives, again, they had a lot to speak of for our creatives, and I would just like to say that our Prime Minister, I heard for months, maybe a year and some, that some people were saying that, the Prime Minister traveling, but when he traveled and he built relationship, whether it is in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, whether it is in Africa as a continent, we see the fruits of those things because the United Arab Emirates was able to donate to us millions in aid after Hurricane Beryl.
Yep.
And it's thanks to his traveling that we got that, and thanks to his traveling and building relationships, now we could say we have $200 and something million in the pocket to start that general hospital, that hospital in Hopeville, and many more things will come from that. Even Dangote, having a man like Dangote and for in Grenada here is such a big thing.
Yep.
It's so big for us, Grenada, that little island here, to having such delegates in our island that will benefit our people on the long term. him. I think that to me, that is more than we could have asked for.
Yep, definitely.
And
I agree.
I'm happy to be in that time where to experience a young visionary, and I'm going to use the word again, a young visionary leader who take time off from his law firm, his life, to come and serve we Grenadians, to give back to us, because I'm going to reiterate something here again that the people need to understand. The Prime Minister of Grenada, he don't take 1 cent home. His salary goes back to St. David's.
Yep, yep.
And I appreciate him for that. And there will be many more things to come. So the next election, he could take it in the bag and continue. He need a 15, maybe 20 years to transform Grenada, bring Grenada out of that poverty style, because there is a lot of areas, Kim, and I'm going to touch on them briefly before I go. Places like in Grenville, Soubise, Baghdad, these areas, and them St. Andrews, they need some severe development to take our people up from their situation. We need that. Poverty is not something to be glorified or to accept as a way forward, but it's Bible. Men like Abraham and them, when God's men, they never were in poverty. These guys had riches. So it's only right that we support our Prime Minister and applaud him for the good work that he is doing. And Kim, this is only the beginning. I don't believe that we even scratch the surface yet.
No. Not at all. Yeah, man.
There is many more.
Many.
The opposition, they should have been there.
They can deal with it.
To show our brothers and sisters out there a united front to get more aid, clamor for more things for us, bring your bright ideas, because Kim, these people say they have a lot of ideas, and they had a forum to bring their ideas onto that forum, and what they do, they refuse.
No, they can deal with it. They can deal with it. They can deal with it. You have to understand that part. I mean, when they can stay in Parliament to listen and make decisions, I mean, a big stage like this is even worse. That's a heart attack,
Kim, you see, it's a bad thing when you allow people. You see, when you don't work for something, Kim, and that's here, I'm going to put it in that way. You see, when you work for something, in Grenada here, everything comes with a fight, and that's just what it is. We have to accept it. When you inherit something, they inherit a house to you. They may leave clause with it. They may leave a clause. The land, they may say they don't want the land to be sold. They leave a clause with it. When you inherit a party and you have a particular person controlling how it runs, I guess this is what happens. You have to, even though they pretend that they're not there, you have to operate with what they say.
Right.
And then if they're still controlling things, then we're still stuck in 95.
Oh boy.
We're still in 95.
Yep.
And it's showing up every day. So
yeah.
I want the most honorable Prime Minister and his cabinet to continue what they're doing. Oh, and just a brief update, Kim, I had an opportunity to pass through closure as well. And the road, he has a lot of work to be done. Shuttle services is working, coming on greatly. And the people up there, I should say, in short order, hopefully before the end, they would have access maybe November, give and take after speaking with the contractor before that, based on how the weather conditions operate, because he's trying to give them passage on the road up there. So you have a guy right now who's giving out grocery. All of a sudden he playing Santa Claus, but only to his supporters. He ain't giving certain people the grocery, and only his supporters giving grocery up there. These guys and them need to go draw back where they come from. Their time is over.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
So keep enjoy your weekend.
Okay,
your Emancipation Day as well.
All right. Thank you so much, man. Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, okay.
Yep.
A lot of things happening, Koi. A lot of things happening in Grenada. Grenadians are proud wherever you are. The diaspora, at home, everyone is very, very proud right now. And we've been proud ever since the change of the administration anyway, because things have been going up. And how far is up? We're going. All right. I noticed that we have a lot of calls coming, but we're just about
to terminate the program, So
Yeah, that's,
we want to apologize to the listeners, that we are unable to take more calls now.
Some people I'm seeing on the chat. Some people thinking that we were on since morning, and they're coming up apologizing. Oh, I'm sorry to be late. That kind of way.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, we started. We had some challenges as well, and we started around midday. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. But we promise them, as usual, Speak Out Unfiltered accommodates them anytime,
Yes.
And we have a time limit for the program as well, too, So, but topics like what transpired this week, and others, would be in the air for a while.
Yeah.
Because they have made a significant impact and in our lives and in the region, too. And Grenada is getting a lot of more recognition now. The word Grenada now is a word that is not a private word anymore,
Mm-hmm.
This we have substance, we have meaning.
As you mentioned that, I know what time is singing, but I remember one time in Grenada used to be seen through the eyes of Eric Matthew Gary. Remember when he used to be talking about UFOs?
Yes, right.
He went into the United Nations and gave a speech,
right? Yeah,
about the existence and the issues put into UFO. That was then. I mean, that was on the mouth of everybody. Really, the man that talked about UFO. But now it's a different conversation. Now it's a different narrative. Yeah, we're talking about rebuilding ourselves. Well, I don't know if I should say rebuilding, but building up ourselves to ensure that we have a future that is positive. What did he say again? Greatness is in all of us.
Yes. Yep.
And that has been proven. We are indeed great. Yeah, and don't let us minimize that greatness. We can do other things. We can rebuild. We can recover. Greatness is in every single Grenadian. And I think with Emancipation, let us free our minds and free ourselves from all these kinds of bondage.
Right, yeah. And we have to do it. And tomorrow is going to be another day again when we're going to sit back and concentrate and think and where we are now, where we came from, and where we're going.
Yep.
We have to. Direction is important.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We gotta go. When you gotta go, you gotta go. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Your final words, though,
my final words is that I would, as I said, talking about emancipation, let's free our minds. We are the ones that Bob Marley is asking to. Yes, we are the ones to free our minds and go forward. So whatever we do, wherever we at, wherever we have found ourselves with the challenges that we face in life, today, going into tomorrow and continuing, let's agree to accept that challenge. We are the ones to free our minds. So let's take charge of going forward in our lives.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and guests and not the views of this radio station.
And that will just wrap up our program for today, right here on Vibes FM. We want to thank you so much, those of you able to join us, as we experienced some issues at the beginning of the program, but we were able to overcome those challenges and do our program in a little shorter version. I'm your humble servant, yours truly, Kim the King. It's always a pleasure. And as you get ready to celebrate Emancipation Day, and it's the weekend, of course, the weekend of activities for Regatta, we want to thank you so much again. Hope you enjoyed. It's going to be incident-free. Until next time around.